If you're a media buyer or paid advertiser that runs ads on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc., then I'm pretty sure that you have already experimented with creating ads using AI. The only problem is, for the longest time, the output of these tools has been super disappointing. There never really seems to be any consistency in the ad generation for a specific brand. The colors get all wonky. There are AI text hallucinations where you see funny text appearing in the ads, or the quality of the ads just really isn't up to scratch. Well, that is up until now, because I have finally found a tool that delivers 100% product consistency and has zero AI text hallucinations. This tool delivers a super high caliber, high quality visual for your ad, and I cannot wait to show you a few examples of what these ads look like. All you need to do as the person putting the ad together is upload a few images of the product of your brand, and this AI tool will do the rest of the magic for you. So in this video, I'm going to show you a few examples of the super high quality output that you gain from this, as well as how to use the tool, how much it costs, and how you can make some serious money using this tool as someone who can deliver high quality advertising assets for any brand out there. So I really want to show you how this tool works. Let's not waste any further time and dive straight in. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the tool is called InVideo MoneyShot, and you will gain access to this tool by going straight to InVideo.io. I've also left a link down below in the description where you can access it straight away. So I'm going to log into my InVideo account. And now once you're in your InVideo homepage, you will need to click over here at the bottom on Agents and Models. Once you're on AI Agents, you'll then need to scroll down over here to Trends and then click on See All. And over here, this is where you are able to access MoneyShot. So I'm going to scroll down a bit and find MoneyShots over here. Now, this is where you can see a few of their examples. One of my favorites is the automotive action over here. So as you can see, it is a Puma and it is running next to a blue BMW. Wow, that's amazing. So what we can actually do is we can click on one of these examples to see the exact prompt that was used to create the ad. As you can see, they've got some here as well for Ray-Ban. They've got one for Nike shoes over here. But let's click on the BMW ad to see how this was created. So by clicking on it, we will be able to see the exact prompt that was used to create that ad. So over here, we've got create an ad for my blue BMW car driving through the French Alps. Now you will notice they give you a few plus signs over here. And what this signifies is that you can upload product shots of your existing product to be used in the ad. So they give you 8 different slots that you can use to upload your product image. Another thing you can do is click over here and then select a type of action. So we can click over here on MoneyShot and choose either 3D Madness. We can look at automotive action. We can look at indoor studio, cinematic noir. We can look at iconic locations, retro modern, the great outdoors, high-end luxury. And as you can see, they've got things here for lit. They've got things for watches. They've got things for food porn over here. There's a Louis Vuitton fashion ad. So what I would like to do with you is to create an ad for a brand like Coca-Cola from scratch, just to show you the power of how this works. So what we do is we're going to scrap this over here, right? And we are going to create a brand new ad for Coca-Cola. So I am going to prompt over here, create an ad for Coca-Cola of a lady drinking her Coca-Cola on the beach. All right, that's just an example. Now I'm going to get a few product shots of Coca-Cola, and this is a silly ad, but it's just to show you the power of what we can create. And after this, I will then show you for a more discreet brand. So I'll pick a random small brand from Arizona, it'll be something like someone's skincare or something like that. And then we will use the same thing to generate like a Louis Vuitton style ad for them. But first, let's do this with Coca-Cola and show you how we can create really cool ads. So I'm going to grab a few stock images of Coke bottles, Coca-Cola. All right, so our ad is ready. But one thing that I didn't notice when I hit generate is that when I changed the trend to iconic locations, it actually changed the prompt up. So I should have reprompted that, but I didn't. So we don't have it of the lady on the beach. Instead, we have our product in the Acropolis of Athens because we updated it to iconic locations trend. So let's have a look at how it came out like. Here are the product images of Coca-Cola, and here is the ad.
When the world pauses, greatness is savored. Original, timeless, Coca-Cola.
All right, so that was a great ad. The only critique I have is that when the lady took a drink, the bottle cap was still on the Coca-Cola, which shows that they're actually very accurate in terms of keeping the product image exactly as is. As you saw, the text on the label was 100% the text from the image that I uploaded. It didn't have any hallucination on the text, but because they stick so accurately to the product image, they included the cap on it when the lady was drinking from it. So there are a few small little niggles here that we'll need to navigate through, but I would like to cut straight through to using this in a real world scenario. So let's say, right, that you want to make some money using this tool. What you could do is approach small businesses and say, hey, I will design these super kick-ass, very high quality video ads for you. And you can then offer to sell these ads at like $50 or $100 per ad. And you can generate an ad for any product of any business. So let's have a look at how this would work. I picked a random brand over here. It's called Arizona Sun. The way that I found it is I looked for Arizona skincare and I picked the very first thing that came through. And over here, I've got Arizona Sun, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick their top product over here, which is this Arizona Sun oil-free sunscreen. So I am now going to save the product images. So this one over here, I am going to save the image as and save that. I'm going to go on to the next image and save this one over here. Save. I'm going to go on to this image, save this one over here, save this one, save. Then I'm going to go back to my InVideo. I'm going to go back over here and go back to the MoneyShot trends. I am then going to find one of the MoneyShot trends that makes sense. So I can choose between 3D madness, automotive action, indoor studio, which could be one, cinematic noir for that black and white crispness, iconic locations. Where else are we? We've got here retro, modern, the green outdoors, high-end luxury, fashion and lifestyle. We've got here the reviewer and advanced director for actually prompting exactly what we want for our product. So because I want to have the most control, I'm going to click on advanced director over here and then click on new project. So over here, they're saying, type out a detailed description along with a detailed shot breakdown. So firstly, I want to upload the images of the products. So I'm going to click the plus over here and basically select all of the products and I'm uploading them. Then for the description, I'm going to say, generate an ad of a lady in the Arizona sun, applying this Arizona sun sunscreen to her arms. And the narrator must say, our non-greasy, oil-free SPF 30 formula blends natural skin moisturizers and full UVA UVB broad-spectrum protection for a safe way to enjoy all activities under the sun. All right, Then over here, I can select the dimensions. I'm going to go for widescreen. I am going to default to the take one image generation and click on generate. Now let's see what this comes up with. All right, our ad is ready and let's take a look.
The SPF 30 formula blends natural skin moisturizers and full UVA, UVB broad spectrum protection for a safe way to enjoy all activities under the sun.
Oh, that is amazing. And as a first draft, that took literally 2 minutes, you guys saw. As a first draft, it delivered a very good ad. And as you saw that text there, it was 100% accurate, no weird hallucinations. Very, very, that was just amazing. And that was a first draft without getting high quality images. I just ripped these low res images straight from the website. And you can imagine if you work together with a small business, with a brand, you can request high quality images from them and specific images, which will come out a lot better in your video ads. Now, just having a look at some other examples. I mean, if you want to, for example, do an ad in the fashion and lifestyle, you can have a look at this example over here for Louis Vuitton. They absolutely nail it. And so this really is an example of how you can create these super high-end ads for any brand. You just saw it. I took a random sunscreen brand and delivered an amazing ad for them. Now, if you are a paid marketer and you want to create some really rock star visuals for some brands, this is super useful for you. But if you want to use this tool to make money for yourself as a side hustle, all you need to do is find brands online and send them a free sample ad. So you can create one ad for them like I've done for Arizona Sun. I can then find out who owns Arizona Sun and send them an example ad like the one I just created and say, hey, if you want more ads like this, it's going to cost you like $50 or $100 per ad. I would recommend starting at $50 per ad, and then you can work yourself up from there as you buy trust from the business owners. Now, I may be wondering, how do you get the contact or the business owner details for Arizona Sun? Let me show you. What you need to do is go onto a tool called apollo.io. You can then sign up for free and then simply search for Arizona Sun on their search bar. Boom, there we go, Arizona Sun. As you can see, there is the same logo. And now what I want to do is click on people over here. So who do we have? We've got the vice president, we've got outside sales, and we've got the president and CEO. So just like that, I have found Mr. Robert Wallace, who is the CEO at Arizona Sun in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, for free, I'm not paying for the service at all. I can click on access email. And just like that, I can access his email and number. Aside from that, I can get the phone number right over here under the company details. And so I can simply call these guys and say, hey, I just sent you an email with a free high-end video ad that we can run on your social medias. And I would like to create more of these for you. And what is this worth to you? How much do you pay a graphic design team to put together a video ad for you of that caliber? And you can negotiate and talk with these businesses and slowly build up a portfolio of small businesses that you can provide these video ads for. And this really is such an easy side hustle for you to start to build a portfolio and create these very high-end video ads for clients in 2026. All right, now let's have a look at the ROI potential over here and dig down into the pricing of InVideo. Now, if you are serious about generating multiple video ads for multiple businesses and having access to all of the generative models, I would highly recommend going with the generative plan. That's the plan that I have, and I am able to create a lot of videos every month using this plan. I create like 50 videos a month and I never run out. And so the generative really works for me, and that starts at $100 per month. However, if you do want to start a bit smaller and sort of build up as you go along and maybe have more limited generative models, but still just check it out and, get to know how to onboard clients and that sort of thing, I would then start with the Plus or the Max, where you're paying quite a lot less every month, but also you are limited to the quantity and quality of the video on the lower models. But I would recommend, if you are brand new to starting this out and you don't have any clients yet, start small and then build up to the generative plan so that you then have the full thing going. If you are going to set this up as a full business for yourself, the generative plan is the way to go. And eventually, if you scale and you onboard multiple clients and you onboard Coca-Cola as a client, you can then move on to the team plan, where you have a team working with you and you guys just take over the world and generate multiple hundreds of videos every day and make hundreds of thousands of dollars every month from all of the work that you're doing. But if you're like me, you're only doing a few a day and you'll have a handful of clients. But the point is, the more clients you take on, the more the ROI increases. Let's say you're paying $100 a month and you manage to get 5 clients in a month that are paying you $100 a month. That's $500 a month minus the $100 that you're paying for this plan. That's $400 of clean profit every month. That's if you're treating it as a side hustle. If you want to do this as a full-time thing, you then need to decide, okay, how much money every month do you need to be happy? Most people throw out a figure like $10,000 per month. Then okay, if you are going to take in $100 per client per month, you'll then need 100 clients in order to get that $10,000 every month. And racking up 100 clients is not impossible, but it will take some time. So you'll need to really hustle using this Apollo.io tool to find 100 business owners at least, contact them, phone them up, say, hey, I've sent you this video, do you like it? And build that relationship, onboard clients, and before you know it, you'll be building a paid advertising creative service just like that. All right, I hope that you have found this video useful. If you do have any questions, please do let me know down below in the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can. It's been a pleasure making this video for you, and I hope that you keep it real. I hope you keep hustling, and I do hope to catch you in the next video. Peace out.